Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Zelda Bomb Squad. As always, I am your man, Crazy One. I'm getting the good one for you today. We are playing Harvest Moon 64. And away we go. Now, it's okay. It's okay. You're alright, baby doll. Now, I gotta try and be quiet, because apparently I was getting a little loud, which I will admit that I did. So, we gotta try and keep this on the hush-hush. I just get excited talking to you guys about this stuff. So, what am I going to talk about this time, though? Because I was kind of torn between two possible ideas, and oh my god, I didn't put something out. No, wasted it. No, shit. I don't want any more right now. Just go out. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate you all. You all are gems. So, I thought about what I wanted to talk to you guys about this time. So, I figured, what the fuck? Why not? Because we kind of covered some dark shit. And I didn't even cover, like, the darkest shit. Because the anniversary of my family's passing, March 9th, came up, and not long after that, like, my sister, apparently her and my biological father collaborated and thought that my quote story wasn't adding up, end quotes, and they decided to look up like her obituary, and they couldn't find one for a very logical reason, because when she passed, you know, her parents, you know, asked me, can you please do us a favor? And I said, yeah, anything, name it. And they said, can you remember her by her biological name and not the name that asshole gave her? Because, you know, when I met her, she had been previously married. Not for long, but she was, and she hadn't gotten her name changed back yet. So, because they didn't have the name she was buried with, because her parents, you know, asked me, remember her by her maiden name, please, not that name. So it was like, you got it, so I will. Whether it's in spoken word or printed word, it's going to be Jessica Lynn Williams. And they didn't find anything, so my sister and them came to the logical conclusion that I made it up, if in fact I could not give them the proof that they needed to prove that this actually happened. Now, here's the thing. Because my sister, she became, like, just the worst person in the world. It's a damn shame. Because, like, her and I were so close growing up. Like, we were as close as could be without it being weird. And I'm pretty sure I spoke about her a great deal. Like, the fact that she was at my Navy boot camp graduation, and I, quote, inspired her to join the Marines, end quote. You know, things like that. And, you know, for her to do this to me, you know, it was just like, wow, fuck you. Like, how the hell could you even possibly insinuate that I made this up? And, like, why would I? Why the hell? What reason could I possibly have to make up a family and then kill them off? Like, I never set up a GoFundMe for psychological help. I never set up anything. All I did was I set up a page on Facebook to take a stand against drinking and driving, and truth be told, that's why I got into the nightclub industry, to stop drunk drivers. So, yeah, I guess I did do a little bit of positivity for it, but it didn't cost anybody a fucking thing. So, in other words, why in God's name would I make this up? I have no reason to. So, my sister, in an essay-sized Facebook message, you know, was just like, hey, these things aren't adding up. We looked into it and things aren't adding up and blah, blah, blah. So if you know, don't respond to this right away. Take your time, gather your thoughts, really think about what you want to say before you say it. And if you give me the proof I need, then I'll apologize to you every day for as long as it takes for you to forgive me. And it's like, okay. I mean, my first initial thought after reading that message was, wow, fuck this. Ooh, I almost said the C word. I almost said the C word on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure that would have gotten me in trouble. So, ooh, just know what I wanted to say was very dirty. But I at least thought about it, and I came to the conclusion, I'm like, yeah, I can understand how they could come to that conclusion, because, you know, if you're missing a piece of a math equation, you're not going to get the answer right, unless you are just, like, the luckiest guesser on the planet. So, like, they're missing facts here. They're missing the name she was buried with instead of the name I was just asked to remember her by. So, if they were to get that, they'd have their answer, and I'd be an innocent man. So, I should give her what she wants. I don't know if I'm going to be able to forgive her right away, because, wow, you just accused me of making up the death of my daughter. Like, how could you? Is it Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday. I'll be damned. Oh, well. So, it's just like, okay, I can understand how she came to that conclusion. You know, she's missing stuff. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and give her what she wants. Like I said, I'm not going to forgive her right away, but, you know, in time, I think I'd be able to. You know, I really do. So, it's just like, it's going to take some time, but damn it, I think we can get there. So, I decided to message her back, and I'm giving her all the evidence, all the proof that she wants. And then one of my brothers sends me a Facebook message. So I'm like, oh, what does he have to say? So I read the message, and he started it off by saying, be thankful you're not in front of me right now, otherwise I'd beat the holy shit out of you for the way you're acting right now. Like, ooh. And then went on to be like, how could you make this up? How dare you? Why did you make this up? How could you make this up? You're sick. You need help. You need medication. You have no proof in all of this. And I'm like, holy shit. So I will admit, like, because I took a little bit of time, because I didn't want to let anger, like, respond for me. So I took time to cool off, smoke a little bit of weed, and, you know, come to a realization that, damn, they might have something against me. I need to give them what they need to prove my innocence here. And then for doing that, I get penalized. Because then she, or maybe it was my biological father, I don't know who has the bigger mouth between the two. They're super similar now. I don't know which one of them blabbed, but somebody told my brother their interesting, intriguing theory that I made it all up. And if they told him, that I'm willing to bet other people know about it as well. So that means that because I did what she wanted, and that was to think about what I was going to say before I said it, to take my time and gather my thoughts, I get penalized. And because I didn't respond in a timely fashion, which is what she asked me to do, I get penalized, and now my entire family seems to think that I am a psychopath that made up a family and killed them off for reasons that clearly have not yet been discovered yet. And, yeah, so I was pretty pissed off about that. And, you know, then I were to eventually find out that my sister actually started telling people that theory before she even came to me about it. Because at one point my mom was talking to me, and she goes, yeah, she confronted your stepfather and said, I'm going to ask him about this, and he said, don't you dare. John's not doing anything wrong. John's not hurting anybody. John's just trying to live his life. Don't you dare bring this up to him. And she did it anyway. But the moral of the story, the point of it is, she told somebody else before she even came to me. That's the kind of backstabbing I got. So as soon as I read that message, I deleted what I was saying to my sister, and I decided I'm not going to give her what she wants. She stabbed me in the back. Why would I? It makes zero sense. I'm not going to do that. Because now I'm never going to forgive her. Because here's the thing, not one member of my family approached me and said, hey, listen, your sister or your biological father came up to me with some rather interesting information, and we are just dying to know, is this true or what? Nobody came up to me and said that. Which means they all believed her they all believed them at their gospel. And why wouldn't they? Because my sister is the Almighty. You dare not go against her. Because if you do, may hell rain on you. And it will never stop. until you admit defeat. Because in her words, the ball is always in her court, no matter what. Yes, she is that level of narcissistic, folks. It's fucking hysterically sad. Wait a minute. Okay, my eyes are just fucking with me. Alright, yeah, so that last hit did exactly what I knew it was gonna do. Trust me, I took a hit before I started recording this episode. I said, I know this one's gonna do something to me, and lo and behold, it's exactly what it's doing. So, anyway, yeah, my bad. Called it. Nailed it! So, anywho, yeah, so they, like, are telling other people before they even told me, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not giving you shit. Like, you can go fuck yourself. Like, I'm never gonna I'm never gonna forgive you. I'm never gonna forgive any family members that fucking didn't come to me. Like, here's the thing. Like, I have, an aunt, an uncle, and my parents are the only ones that said, we believe you, and we will not ask you for proof. And you know what? To each and every person that has said, we believe you, without asking for proof, I have given them proof. Because here's the thing that some people just will not ever understand. You know, if you have that special of a bond with somebody, and it is that strong, and it is that unique, and it is forcibly ended beyond your control, there are some aspects of that relationship you just want to keep to yourself. There are some things you don't want to share with other people. There are things you want to be very selfish about and just be like, no, this is mine. This isn't for other people. And I have a picture of the two of us together, and that's how I view that picture. It's like, that's mine. Like, that's nobody else's. Nobody else needs to see this. This is mine. And that's how I viewed that picture. And to everybody that said, nah, dude, we believe you, and we're not going to ask you for proof, I said, okay, do you guys want to see what she looks like? Because I'm about to break my golden rule for each and every one of you and show you all what she looks like and share my prized possession with all of you. Because you believe me and didn't ask for this. So I'm going to share it with you willingly. That's what happened to those that believed me. And what's the biggest kick in the dick of all of this is my sister ended up inadvertently telling my nieces their theory. Because when I was in North Carolina, you know, one of them flat out called me a liar. And when her older sister was like, Uncle John's not a liar, she goes, yes he is. He knows what he said. And then one of them, like, I was playing a game of Smell My Feet, and the only way, like, I'd leave her alone is if she smelled my feet, because I'm a productive and fun uncle that way. Well, she goes, I'll smell your feet if you apologize to everybody. And I said, apologize for what? And she goes, you know what you did. And I said, no, what did I do? And she immediately changed her tune, like, uh-oh, I said something I shouldn't have said. Oh, I've done fucked up here. Because she's no longer smiling. She's no longer laughing. All she does is get super serious and says, I don't want to talk about it. And then looks down onto the floor and, like, huddles herself up. And I'm like, oh, she just said something that she was pretty much, I'm willing to bet, was told, don't ever say this. I'm willing to bet it accidentally just slipped out. So, yeah, that's how far this has gone. Ooh, look at that. That's actually starting to look pretty good. We've never seen it like that before. Let's see if we can make it actually grow. That would be amazing. So, yeah, that's what I had to deal with. So, yeah, I'm never going to give my sister the satisfaction. And she's even gone as far as to say, like, you know, if he just gives me the proof that we need, like, we'll feel just oh so small. And it's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about making you feel small. Here's the thing, I could give you what you want. You'd have to apologize. You'd have to tell everybody you were wrong. They'd have to apologize too. And in a perfect world, I'd forgive everybody involved and we'd all go back to being a happy family because that's what sounds great on paper, right? Here's the news flash. That wouldn't fucking happen. Because no matter how charismatic I am, and trust me, I am. If you give me an opportunity, I'll show you a good fucking time. Like, I will make you realize that, oh shit, that's somebody I need to talk to. That's somebody I need to hang out with sometime. He's fucking fun. Like, that's what I need. And that's what I do. But as charismatic and fun as I am, there's no way in hell I'd be able to shake the stigma of everybody at one point knowing me as a psychopath that made up his family and killed him off for reasons. So, no matter how talented and charismatic I am, like, I'm never going to shake that. Like, that's the God's honest truth. And not only that, like, why in the world would I forgive everybody that took them at their gospel? Instead of coming to me and being like, hey, is this true? So, no, like, I'd never forgive anybody anyway. And then they would all turn each other into martyrs and be like, oh, well, let's all feel sorry for each other because John's not going to forgive us. Oh, John needs to grow up. So all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy again, even after I've already been proven to be the victim of some bullshit. But if I did, in fact, give them what they wanted, it would just be like, I'd never forgive them anyway, so I'd be walking away from everybody. So, personally, I'd rather be known as the bad guy that everyone walked away from. I'd rather be that guy instead of the victim / the good guy that turned his back on everybody. So I'm never going to give them the proof that they want. I want them to be like 30 years from now just being like, yeah, John, yeah, totally made up his family. And then have a thought. What if John is either just the most dedicated and motivated liar that there is throughout all of history to live a 30-year lie? Or maybe, just maybe, he's been telling the truth this whole time and we've been absolutely horrible to him. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want to happen. So I'm never going to give them the evidence that they want. They all can just think I'm an asshole and I'm out of my mind. Go ahead. That's fine with me. I don't care. Oh, the bar's open and we're going, so yay. But yeah, so that's something else I had to deal with while I was while everything was falling apart for me in Illinois. That's one last thing I forgot to tell. So the majority of my family has turned their backs on me, like, completely, and that sucks. I don't talk about things when talking won't help any. What the Dude, stop being such a fucking Debbie Downer, dude. Like, fucking crack a smile or something. Dude, pull the bug from in betwixt your cheeks. My God, bro, take the sand out of your J. Dude, like, fuck. Calm down. Life's not that serious, bro. I mean, hell, I just told, like, the worst shit about me, and now I'm just fucking joking it off. Like, it's fine. It's no big deal, bro. Call it your shit. So, that's actually going to be the end of this episode, which is fantastic, because we got something coming up in 5 days. Firefly Festival. Not the Firefly Funhouse, which I want to call it, but I won't, because reasons. No, in the next episode, I know exactly what I'm going to talk about, and it's going to be a lengthy story. Yes, it will. I'm not quite at the point where I'm ready to talk about the rock bottom rebuilding phase of my life just yet. Oh, no. I want to, because I realized I touched upon some pretty dark shit. You know, like me diving into alcohol and it being the solution to all my problems and, you know, everything falling apart and trying as I might, I failed and all that and I had to tap out and all that shit. That's pretty negative. We need to boost it up with some positivity and with some fucking... You guys aren't going to believe this nonsense. It's, oh my God, it's going to be something great. I can't wait to talk about it. It's going to be, you guys aren't going to believe it. So, do not miss the next few episodes. So everybody, we will see you then. Until then, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to join the Bomb Squad, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a comment below. Let me know how I'm doing. And we shall see you in the next episode. Until then, you all stay classy. Yeah.